Inviting someone for coffee feels awkward until one simple question helps.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Tom.
And my name is Anna. So happy to be here.
If you are new here, I am so happy to welcome you to Rising Voice English. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. New lessons come out every week for our lovely students like you.
Tom, how do I sound natural during a coffee break?
Oh, Anna, I love this question. Coffee breaks are amazing. Today, we are going to learn one question and two incredible uses for it.
One question, two uses. What a relief.
Great. Let's start with a real-life conversation, Anna.
Tom, I really need a coffee break right now.
Perfect timing, because I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, Tom, I absolutely love chatting about coffee.
Coffee breaks are actually fantastic for practicing casual English.
I am always so nervous inviting someone for coffee.
That is a very common struggle, Anna. Invitations can be so intimidating.
Tom, I really need help with an easy way to ask someone for coffee.
There is actually one, and it is super simple. Are you ready?
Okay, what is today's magic question, Tom?
It is super simple. Do you want to grab a coffee?
Do you want to grab a coffee? Sounds really casual.
Exactly. It is a casual question that works everywhere in America.
I am loving the casual tone of the question, Tom.
This is one of those phrases we just throw around a lot, Anna.
Does grab mean something other than get?
Great observation, Anna. Grab means to get something casually.
Grab sounds casual, almost childish compared to get.
Exactly, Anna. Grab gives it that casual, childlike, fun twist to it.
Now I really want to try this with one of my coworkers, Tom.
Perfect attitude, Anna. Let's explore each situation together, shall we? Use 1. Inviting a coworker for a break.
When do Americans use this question, Tom?
We use this question when we want a short and casual break. Coffee breaks help coworkers bond and unwind from their daily grind. It is trendy because the modern workplace promotes mindful breaks. Perfect attitude, Anna. Let's explore each situation together, shall we? Use 1. Inviting a coworker for a break.
When do Americans use this question, Tom?
We use this question when we want a short and casual break. Coffee breaks help coworkers bond and unwind from their daily grind. It is trendy because the modern workplace promotes mindful breaks. Perfect! Your coworker will likely smile and accept the invitation.
Can I use this question with someone I just met?
Yes, it is actually a great way to ask anyone for coffee.
One pattern, so many new friendships. That is incredible.
Exactly, Anna. Small questions can open incredible doors.
What if my coworker is busy, Tom?
They might say, maybe later, thanks for asking. That is totally normal. You can just ask them again at another time.
That sounds so relaxing and stress-free, Tom.
Exactly, Anna. Invitation questions should always be stress-free.
What is a common mistake with this question, Tom?
Some learners say, come with me. This sounds a bit demanding. It is grammatically correct, but it lacks that casual, inviting tone. A better version is, do you want to grab a coffee?
Adding want to really softens the question, Tom.
Use 2. Ordering your coffee at the counter.
Tom, what about when I am ordering my coffee at the counter?
Great question, Anna. This is super trendy amongst modern Americans. Coffee shops have become increasingly popular in the last few years. We can actually use a similar pattern when ordering our coffee. Ask, could I get a medium latte? This sounds super polite and casual.
There are so many coffee options. It feels overwhelming.
No worries. Most people stick to one basic pattern when ordering coffee. Example 1. Could I get a medium latte, please? Example 2. Could I get an iced coffee to go?
What if I want oat milk instead of regular milk, Tom?
You could say, with oat milk, please. Full sentence. Could I get a latte with oat milk?
Could I get a medium latte with oat milk? Perfect, Emma. You sound like a regular now. Are most coffee shops consistent with the size and name of the coffee drink, Tom?
Most of them are. That is why we use the same pattern everywhere.
What is a common mistake when ordering coffee, Tom?
Most learners forget to add the size of the coffee drink. Without size, the barista may ask again to confirm your order. A better sentence is, could I get a large iced coffee?
That makes perfect sense, Tom.
Bonus use, making small talk during the break.
Tom, what do I say to my coworker during the coffee break?
Great question, Anna. Small talk keeps the conversation light and casual. Ask, "How's your day going so far?" This is super easy to say.
How's your day going so far? Simple and casual, says with a smile.
Exactly, Anna. This question sounds friendly and genuine.
Is small talk during a break common among American coworkers?
Very common, Anna. Coffee breaks are actually for small talk. Example 1. How's your day going so far? Example 2. Did you have a good weekend?
These questions both sound casual and genuine.
Exactly. Small talk helps us build warm and healthy relationships.
Are there topics to avoid when making small talk, Tom?
Yes, most importantly, avoid political and money-related topics.
What is a common mistake when making small talk, Tom?
Some learners ask questions, but then forget to listen to the answer.
Always listen carefully and express your interest in the answer. Try saying, "That sounds great. Tell me more about that."
That sounds like a complete conversation now, Tom.
It absolutely is, Anna. You are building real friendships, step by step. Bonus use, talking about coffee preferences.
How do I ask my coworker how they like their coffee, Tom?
Great question, Anna. Coffee preferences are always a fun conversation starter. Ask, "How do you usually take your coffee?"
How do you usually take your coffee? Sounds really friendly, Tom.
Exactly, Anna. This question lets you have a casual, light conversation.
Is asking about coffee preferences a common thing amongst Americans, Tom?
Very common. Coffee preferences tend to be a personal but light topic. Example 1. How do you usually take your coffee? Example 2. Do you prefer coffee or tea in the morning?
These sound like friendly conversation starters, Tom.
Exactly. Small preferences often lead to bigger, warmer conversations.
What is a common mistake when asking about coffee preferences, Tom?
Some learners tend to ask too many personal questions too fast. Keep it light and let the conversation flow naturally. One simple question will help start a nice, casual conversation.
That is really helpful to know, Tom. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Good, Anna. Keep it light and casual, and those warm conversations will happen.
Your turn, Tom. Let's slow everything down and repeat together.
Okay, repeat after me, everybody. Do you want to grab a coffee? Could I get a medium latte, please? How's your day going so far? How do you usually take your coffee?
Great, everyone. Now you can try saying that out loud yourselves.
Go ahead and pause the video here and repeat after me 3 times.
The more we repeat these sentences out loud, the more natural they become.
Exactly, Anna. Our mouths need practice, not our brains.
Can we try one more round, Tom, please?
Of course, Anna. We always have time for practice here at Rising Voice English. Could I get an iced coffee with oat milk, please? Did you have a good weekend, by the way?
Did you have a good weekend, by the way?
Beautifully said, Anna. That sounded confident and clear.
Thank you so much, Tom. I am really enjoying this lesson today.
One last round for everybody. Beautifully. Say it out loud with pride. Do you want to grab a coffee with me?
Perfect. I am so ready for my next coffee break now. Let's recap everything we learned together, Tom.
Of course. We learned one core question with multiple uses.
First, we learned how to ask a coworker for a coffee break.
Second, we learned how to order coffee at the counter.
We also learned small talk questions to ask during the coffee break.
We also learned how to ask someone about their coffee preferences. And we learned trendy phrases to say about cold brew and coffee apps.
Casual but complete sentences always sound warmer than short sentences.
Exactly, Anna. Warmth and clarity always go hand in hand in English.
This was a light but genuinely enjoyable lesson for me today, Tom.
That is always our aim here at Rising Voice English, dear Anna.
Today we learned how to talk during a coffee break. Please subscribe to Rising Voice English for more awesome lessons.
I am a self-taught learner, and I am rising.
Me too. And you, my friend, are rising too.
Try one new question during your very next coffee break, Anna.
Share this video with a coffee-sipping friend of yours.
Anna, are you going to invite a coworker for coffee this week?
Yes, I want to try this new question in real life.
That is wonderful, Anna. Real practice builds real confidence.
And if I feel nervous, that is okay too, right?
Absolutely fine, Anna. Nervousness simply means you are rising bravely. Every confident English speaker was once shy and unsure like you, Anna.
That is a lovely thing to say, Tom. I am going to keep that thought with me today. Tom, do you have a favorite coffee break memory of your own?
I once invited a typically quiet coworker for coffee.
We ended up chatting for nearly an hour, happily.
See? One small question can lead to some genuinely wonderful places, Tom.
Exactly, Anna. Coffee breaks help build warm, genuine friendships at work.
I love thinking about English in this light, honestly.
A simple cup of coffee really does open doors to wonderful conversations, doesn't it?
It really does, Tom. Built on one small but warm question. Tom, is there anything else you want to say to me before we part ways today?
Yes, ask casually, smile warmly, and enjoy the little things in life. Coffee breaks reward friendly and curious conversation partners.
I will keep that thought with me, Tom. Thank you for this lovely lesson.
It was my pleasure, as always, Anna.
Coffee breaks really are special after learning all of this, aren't they?
They really are, Anna. Little things build beautiful connections in life.
Comment below and tell us what your favorite phrase was to learn today.
We love hearing from you and seeing your amazing progress.
Learning English is a slow but steady process, Tom.
Steady steps always lead to wonderful places in due time, Anna.
So keep practicing and keep smiling, my friend. Have a lovely day.
Thank you so much for learning with us today, everyone. See you in the next lesson.